Lopez at the plate as the leadoff man to get this game started. Bedard gets set and delivers. Watches that fastball that goes by him for a strike.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
Good patience. Felipe Lopez letting it go. Count is even.
Now, Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Now it's popped up behind home plate. Clement to field this one. One away. Got a chance to check out the Mariners and how they line up defensively. Now, Steve, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
They got a terrific defender out there in Endy Chavez, Gary, a guy who can really cover the ground, can make the play at the wall with anybody, and a very strong, accurate arm.
And Chris Young up.
Well, Gary, he can really fly, and that puts so much pressure because it does make you think that he can bunt even with 2 outs. If he comes up with 2 outs, he's the kind of guy that can bunt for a base hit and still steal a base. So he is some kind of offensive threat.
Oh, Betancourt lays out, back up, and he's out at first. What an out. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
And Eric Burns to bat. Two outs, bases empty. Bedard gets set and delivers. Clement throws on to first in time to retire the side. Quick half inning there. It's over 5 pitches. And we move on to the home half of the first. And doing the pitching, Max Scherzer. He'll be the starter for Arizona. Steve, as he gets going against these Seattle bats, what's his concern?
A quality pitcher on the mound right here, and certainly a guy who should be able to go right at this lineup, work ahead, throw strikes, and force them to hit his pitch.
First pitch on the way to Ichiro. That swung on and hit. Young is there. One away. Here's a quick look at the defensive setup of the Diamondbacks. Who do you like out there, Steve?
Now, Chris Young is very good range, covers a lot of ground going right to left. He goes back on the ball well and has a pretty good arm as well.
Gutierrez at the plate. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
That's a good hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
On the way, a shot up the middle. He's got it. What a play. And sponsored by State Farm, let's see how the Mariners look in their lineup.
Well, not really the best lineup out there today for these guys, Gary. Not a lot of offensive threats there. So when they get opportunities, they must take advantage of them. They just don't know how many they're going to get.
And Adrian Beltre stands in. 2 outs and nobody on. Kicks and throws. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
The 1-0 now. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0. Swung on and a grounded to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Nothing doing here in this half inning. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. It's Connor Jackson in the box now. And Bernard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Okay, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
And that is a strike. Jackson doesn't want a K. Be careful.
The hitter needs a two-strike approach. Shorten up the swing. Think about going the other way.
And it holds at 0-2. He deals. Good two-strike pitch. Misses high. 1-2. And leaves that one alone. Connor Jackson, patience, evens the count. And Jackson not looking for that particular pitch is out of there.
Good pitch right there. Two-strike fastball inside at the knees, hitting his spots with exceptional velocity.
And Mark Reynolds. He's often walked, top 5 in the league. Nobody on base, one away. Swing, and that's going to be hit behind the plate. Reynolds isn't fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Can't connect on that curve. Falls behind. 1-2. He delivers. Strike 3. Mike Reynolds. No hack on that pitch.
Well, the hitter must have been thinking they were going to come inside there. Instead, they go away with the fastball. They tricked him.
And here's Chad Tracy. He's in his 6th season. Base is empty with 2 outs. Watches a curve in there for strike 1. Pitch on the way. That is a strike. Tracy's going to have to take a defensive position here.
Well, it looks like he's on it. He's got a read for it. His timing's right, but he just swings underneath it.
And Chad Tracy swings and misses. That's strike 3. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Time now to move to the bottom half of the second. Branyan gets a turn here. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. Well, he checked the swing. They said he went around, and the appeal will be to the third base umpire. He went. The decision from the third base umpire. Who tries to frame the circle change, but it's 1-1.
One thing we know is he's not going to take a borderline pitch at 1-1. He likes to swing the bat, so I'm not giving him anything too fine and see if I can't get him to hit into an easy out.
Big swing sends this one on a long high arc to right field, right off the wall. He's going to try for 3, and the throw gets in there in time. He is safe at third.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. Runner in scoring position at third, no one out. Now a bouncing ball to short, and picked up by Reynolds. Over to Jackson. That's one down.
Yeah, Gary, I'm not sure I agree with the decision right there to throw to first. They get the out, but the run scores. They might have thought about going home.
We've got Jeff Clement in the box. This offense has taken some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took advantage of it, drove it, and picked up the run.
Ball one started off the at-bat. It's 1-0. And you get a feeling, even though it's early in this ball game, that every run in this one is going to matter.
Well, that's why they have to look to keep tacking on runs, try to sustain the lead. When you've got an opportunity like this, you need a big hit.
The 1-1 pitch. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Well, he's just spinning himself into the ground right there. That changeup just about stopped at the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. And Clement watches that one go by, and the count is even. Two-two pitch. And he catches Clement looking. Strike three. Steve, after he caught him looking, let's check in with our 2K Sports pitch tracker to see how he's doing.
And you take a look at it. The movement on his pitches is bringing the ball up and into the left-handed hitters. A lot of guys have a hole right there, and that's allowing him to be successful.
Betancourt at the plate. 2 outs and nobody on. Good movement on that pitch. He swings over the top of it. Strike one.
Pretty mighty swing right there. The two-seamer, though, is thrown to get ground ball outs, but couldn't make contact.
And he delivers. Check swing here. They say he did not go around the appeal to first. No go is the call, so he'll dig back in again. A smash towards the hole. Nobody's able to get under that one. It falls, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
Sure looked like the hitter decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
And we're going to see Chavez here. Batting .260. A runner on first with 2 outs. The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2. Good circle change that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Got the hitter out in front, but he had the discipline to lay off the changeup out of the zone.
Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. All right, first run of the game. It comes here in the second. Seattle with the lead, 1-0. Latter third of the lineup coming up. Safeco Field. They've kept that roof open here. It is a beautiful afternoon for baseball. And we move on in our game. And Upton settles in, leading the league in home runs. Bedard gets set and delivers. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. On the way. At strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Upton now to be very careful at the plate.
All the pressure on the hitter right now. He knows that he has to protect the plate in order not to strike out.
And Justin Upton not looking for it. Strike 3. I think he's upset on second thought, which you don't get, that he let that one go by.
But that was a good pitch to hit. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
It's Drew at the plate, hitting .277. Base is empty, 1 out. And that's a ball. He watches the inside pitch from Bedard. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Drew to knock the count.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Here's the 1-1. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
That's a good four-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
And a good eye there by Stephen Drew, laying off that one. It's even. Kicks and throws. That one's going to be down low. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled away.
Oh, good looking catch in the stands right there. They're paying attention out there.
Tell you, these fans are getting better every year, and they know right where the camera is.
Well, you know what? The celebration, every time somebody in the stands gets a ball, they jump up and down like it's Christmas.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Picked up by Betancourt. And that'll retire Drew.
He could make a video on how to field his position. He gets over and makes it look easy. Solid fundamentals out at first base.
Snyder at the plate. Base is empty and 2 down. Swing and a drive, deep left center. One bounce onto the wall. The throw, safe at second, not able to make that play. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And Felipe Lopez to bat. Popped out, foul ground last time around. 2 outs and a runner on second. First one to Lopez. Here's the pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
Bedard gets set and delivers. Good patience. Felipe Lopez letting it go. Count is even. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
The 1-2 on its way. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second and fail to score. He'll go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Hewlett. In his rookie year now. And he delivers. This one's bounced foul. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. A line drive toward short. And the catch by Reynolds. A dive and an out.
I've never really liked playing third base. That ball can get on you so quickly, especially if teams are pulling the ball. But you got to have quick reactions, and he did there.
And Ichiro up. For his team, he's number 2 in hits. 1 out, bases empty. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. A line drive towards the hole. An amazing leaping catch. What a play. Gutierrez at the plate. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. 2 outs, bases empty. Fastball in there, 0-1.
The guy that gets them going offensively, he can move on the bases and seems to find a way to get in scoring position.
Good arm action. Circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2.
Like Gary clearly had him fooled right there, had him overcommitted, out on the front foot, swings right over the top of the ball.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, side retired. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. We're through 3 here at the ball yard. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next. And if you're just tuning in, great to have you with us. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Young's in the box. He'll dig in. Start of the 4th inning. And the first pitch. And Bernard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
Strike 2 with that. No balls, 2 strikes. Chris Young doesn't want a K here.
Well, he realized this ball was by him, so he tries to open up his swing, and he swings right underneath it.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
That's a power pitch right there. That 4-seam fastball at the knees, just below the zone, though.
Clement setting up. There's a swing and a smash. And Ichiro brings that one in. And it's Eric Burns now. 0 for 1 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. And Burns ready for the first pitch. Starts out underneath that one. 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bedard. Swing and a line drive. And Betancourt picks it up. That's going to bring up Connor Jackson. Took a called 3rd strike in his last time up. One down, runner at first. There's a throw over. And he's back easily. One out, man on first. Here's the pitch to Jackson. Swing and a soft liner to short. And Beltre gloves that one. And he'll have to hold at first. And Mark Reynolds. And frequently walked. He's the most walked hitter in this division. 2 outs and a man on first. Quick check at first. Trying to keep him close. He's back on the bag. Two outs and a man on first. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. It's chopped foul to the left side. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bedard. 1-0 is a curve and a called strike.
Now, Gary, what he understands is the best way to get on isn't necessarily to swing your way on. Sometimes you have to take pitches to be a better hitter.
He deals. Hard grounded to short. And Betancourt picks it up. Throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Seattle still protecting their measure of a lead. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. Game decisions all a part of the difficult task of being a manager. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. And it's Adrian Beltre in the box now. He's ready to start the home half here in the 4th inning. He deals. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike. It's fouled away. He cannot connect. Adrian Beltre up empty on that at bat.
I think that's an outstanding sequence of pitches. 3 good choices, and he finishes them off quickly.
Tremendous job. He wasn't going to fool around with that hitter. Branyan is up now. He's the team's most walked batter. Base is empty with 1 away. Here's the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, great patience at the plate. He's the guy that always seems to find a way to get on base and be in the middle of this offense.
Swung on, line to right field. And the play by Upton. Now it's 2 away.
It's not just the players on the field that help win games. It's also the guys in the dugout. They shift the outfielders around to right field, put them in exactly the right spot, and it paid off.
Two outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch. That's at the knees for a called strike.
But you got to love the action on his 2-seam fastball. It allows him to get a lot of ground ball outs.
He delivers. Swings over the top on that one, and it's 0-2. And with this pitch, if you can control it, put it where you want it, you'll get ahead of all hitters.
Well, you know, he has so much movement on it. You really have to start it in the middle of the plate and let its natural action just take its movement off the corner.
Swing and a foul straight back. Hut shot towards the hole. Ooh, bounces away. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. We played 4 full here at Safeco Field. And here's Chad Tracy. He'll get things started. 5th inning. And he starts Tracy out. And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
That is a strike. Tracy's going to have to take a defensive position here.
Well, he's not picking up the ball well. He had a big rip at it, but he swung just over the top of the ball.
Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
That's a good-looking pitch right there. It's the toughest one to hit. The ball down and away.
You got to kind of lean out and hope to foul that pitch off to keep your at-bat alive, but he didn't.
Just try to spoil it.
We've got Justin Upton in the box, and most home runs right now in the National League. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Upton. And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
That's strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Upton now to be very careful at the plate.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning. That was not a good swing. He got him out in front, I think, Steve.
He has. You're right. He tied him up there, coming up and in on him, trying to get it in on the fist. It's a tough pitch. You have to try to speed your bat up to catch up with that one.
It's Drew at the plate. He trails his team's leader in RBIs right now. Base is empty and 2 down. Bedard gets set and delivers. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2, and Drew now the pitcher controlling. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Middle of the 5th inning, now to the home half. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. We've got Jeff Clement in the box. He's got the second most homers on the ball club. Here's Clement's first look. Swung on, liner to right, and it's through. Base hit for Clement. He's going to try to stretch it.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
Betancourt at the plate. He singled in his last at bat. No one out and a runner on first. And Snyder setting his target. And that's in there for a strike at the letters.
Gary, he gets a little over anxious at the plate when the count goes to 0-1. So look for them maybe to expand the strike zone and get him to chase something.
Here it comes. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. There's a ground ball. Goes foul. Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out, 1 away.
He pulled the string right there. Must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
And we're going to see Chavez here. Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 out, runner on at first. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. That's foul, back behind the plate. Fastball got him, 2 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
It's going to be Hewlett, lined out last time up. Runner on first, 2 away. The pitch hit sharply towards the hole. Throws to first, side is retired. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Top of the 6th coming up here on 2K Sports. Snyder at the plate. Had a double his last time up. First pitch on the way. And he watches the outside pitch from Bedard for a ball.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
Flied to right. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now just got fooled a little bit at the plate. Got underneath it. Lofts just a routine fly to the right fielder.
And it's Felipe Lopez at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, this guy has an explosive fastball today. I think the hitter is going to be looking to get a read on it. If they can catch up to it, he can deliver some of the power.
Ground ball to short. And Betancourt picks it up. And Lopez set down. And that is a big if, Steve. If they can catch up through it, he throws hard.
Well, this isn't your average 4-seam fastball. He's got some giddy up on that pitch, and it's awfully tough to time.
And here's Chris Young. Flew out last time. Base is empty with 2 outs. First delivery to Young. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And Young's got himself a single. He's going to try to stretch it. And he's in there. Could not get him. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second. Everybody on the edge of their seats as they watch Eric Burns come to the plate to see if he can get it done.
This is one of those great opportunities, and opportunities you have to take advantage of. Being down just 1 in this game, big chance for a hit.
Well, nothing says clutch hitting like a 2-out RBI. He's got to make contact and try to put it in play.
And Eric Bedard delivers strike 2. He's in control in this AB.
Well, they're a strike away right now from getting out of this jam and holding on to the lead.
Swing and ooh, look out. Line drive that shatters the bat. And it gets down. That should bring home Young. And he scores. And Arizona really rolling here.
He gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
And Connor Jackson up. Well, this offense now really a renewed momentum, Steve.
He came up big in that critical situation, Gary. Good at bat right there. Now he's tied it up.
Here's the pitch to Jackson. Sliders in there for a called strike. Just checking my contract, Steve. It says here I'm obligated to say this is a brand new ball game.
Since when do you follow what you're contractually obligated to say? And either way, momentum has shifted.
To us. And there's Clement as he pulls it in for the third out. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Tie game here in Seattle. Top of the lineup coming up. Chance to see the managerial expression of Bob Melvin. He's got to be thinking about jumping out in front here. His ball club a great position to do so if they can get on the board next. And Ichiro up. He leads his team in runs scored. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. And he tries to get one down. Picked up by Snyder. And his throw is in time for out number 1. Gutierrez at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Nobody on base, 1 away. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out. And Adrian Beltre up. 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, a runner on at second base. First one to Beltre. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. And Adrian Beltre looks at that one for a ball. It'll even it up.
A changeup down in the zone is one of the most effective pitches if used in the right sequence. Nice pitch. The hitter just lays off.
He delivers. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Beltre on a swing and a miss to even the count. He cannot connect. Adrian Beltre up empty on that at bat. Well, he is still throwing strikes, but as you watch him, I'm not sure how.
You have to wonder how much he's going to have left and how many more strikes he's going to throw as you see the velocity start to deteriorate. The manager's got to love the effort, but he's at least got to keep an eye on it.
And the bullpen's got to be getting ready.
That's just batter versus pitcher right now, Gary.
Got to get the bat on this one now. You're in a tie ball game. You get opportunities with runners on. Got to connect.
Gary, they're looking for that.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. There's the throw. And Gutierrez is home. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
You see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down in the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. Offensive production. Boy, does that look good as you move along later into a ball game, and they've got a lead. Hit up the middle. Oh, my. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. It's going to be Clement now. 1 for 2 in the ball game. 2 down. Runners at first and second. The first pitch. Circle change. Cut out and missed. 0-1.
Well, he's swinging at that changeup like he thinks it's on a tee and he's just going to drive it, but not able to make contact.
Pitch on the way. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Well, now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I think he's going to utilize that changeup to try to get a swing and a miss.
The pitch. That's swung on and a liner here. And Drew's able to get to that one. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. The Mariners out in front now. And if you're just coming on board, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips. We've got Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Mark Reynolds. He'll lead off the 7th inning. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. He swings, hits a ball to right field. And it's caught by Gutierrez. That's 1 away. And it's Chad Tracy in the box now. Caught looking last time. 1 out, bases empty. Bedard gets set and delivers. Looking for something lower that time, and he misses strike 1.
You know, Gary's still dealing with that 1-run differential. 1 out here in the 7th inning. And again, I think it's about making plays right now and offensively force the issue. Get somebody on base and put the pressure on the pitcher.
That is a strike. Tracy's going to have to take a defensive position here. Hit hard. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close?
Now that's threading the needle right there. A little seeing eye base hit.
You'll take those anytime you can get them. Right between the infielders. That'll drive infielders crazy.
You'll take any kind of hit, huh?
Here is Justin Upton. Runner at first with 1 down. Here's the pitch to Upton. This is hit way up there. It'll be in the infield. And he puts that one away for number 2.
Nice play by the catcher that time. Came out of the crouch, picked up the ball, then tossed his mask and made the catch.
Now it's Stephen Drew. A runner on first with 2 outs. And he starts Drew out. And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
2 outs here in the 7th inning. You need to make a play behind your pitcher. He's going to pitch to contact. Somebody's got to step up, make the play, get the out, and then get back.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And the side's retired. Gutierrez the catch. Off the field he comes. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Seattle still protecting their measure of a lead. Shot there of their manager. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run so important. Betancourt at the plate. He'll start the home half of the 7th. And the first pitch. Looked like the circle change, and it just misses. 1-0.
Now got the hitter out in front, but he had the discipline to lay off the changeup out of the zone.
On the way. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. It's up against the wall on a bounce. Betancourt on his way to third. He is safe at third base ahead of that play. Nice job on this one, and if he doesn't go down into the dirt, he's not going to get a triple.
Well, you're right. Great hustle. He was at full speed out of the batter's box, and it was the slide directly into the bag that made a difference.
And we'll get to see Tony Pena pitching as the Diamondbacks decide to bring in a reliever.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
And we're going to see Chavez here. And at this point in the ball game, you'd love to add some more runs on that board.
Well, just get an insurance run or two to protect your relief pitchers when they come into the game.
This could be the put-away run or runs. The pitch, and he squares around but misses it for a strike. Check swing. They say he didn't go around. They want to confirm that at third. And our third base umpire says no, so he survives a close check swing. 2 strikes on him already. One-two pitch coming. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And that one goes foul. Hard slider misses. 2-2.
Good spot there. Just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Shot towards the hole, and Lopez able to get to that one, and that will not get the runner home from third base.
You know, sometimes you have to hit them where they're not, and that was a shot right there, but they hit it right to the second baseman for an out.
It's going to be Hewlett. Ground out victim last time through. One out with a runner at third. And here's the first one. Fastball in there. 0-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And that looks like an RBI and a single. He's trying for second. Not quick enough. He is on at second base. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking.
And here's Ichiro. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, they needed that one right there, Gary. That was a big at-bat. Now they have the...
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And in there, he has struggled today. Now finally a base hit in the record book. And the run gets in.
Well, they tried to sneak that first pitch fastball by him, but he was sitting on it, and he whacked it in the left.
Gutierrez at the plate. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
You hope the pitcher's a little frustrated right here. Maybe makes a mistake in a bad pitch, and you add to it. He deals. 1-0 pitch, change up in there. 1-1.
You know, Gary, you're right. I mean, when a pitcher's in a jam like that, you have to take advantage of it. You get him a little bit flustered. He makes a mistake, capitalize on it. Let's see how flustered he is.
This one's popped up behind the plate.
Gary, you know, it's not just the players that make the great plays. How about the catch by the fan right there?
This is a Rex Barney. Give him a contract play.
Well, that's why you bring your glove to the ballpark.
Hit in the air to left center. And this one to Burns. 2 down here in the inning. And Adrian Beltre up. He's hitless thus far. 2 outs and a man on first. First one to Beltre. Here's the pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And that's going to do it. Burns there. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. The Mariners ahead by a few. Bottom of the order to get things started. Snyder at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And the first pitch. And Bernard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to left center. And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him. Take a look at hit tracker. What we're looking for here, at least this hitter's looking for, is his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, he's having a pretty good approach at the plate today, hitting the ball where it's pitched, making exceptional contact.
And it's Felipe Lopez now. 0 for 3 to this point. Runner on first base, nobody out. Kicks and throws. That one swung on its line. 1 down. And he'll go back to first. It's going to be Randy Messenger on the mound as the Mariners bring in their reliever.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
It's Chris Young. 1 down, runner at first. First delivery to Young. Line fair down the line and right. And this rolls all the way to the wall. The throw. And safe, able to get in.
Well, so much for a different look. I mean, the manager goes out there, makes the change, hoping to change things up a little bit. Instead, he serves up an extra base hit.
Now, Eric Burns. Boy, what a chance he's got here for Arizona. Runners at second and third, only 1 away. And Burns ready for the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, trailing right now, down 3 runs. You got 1 out here in the 8th. Got 5 outs left is the way you have to look at it. They need base runners. Get people on and hope somebody runs into one. A 3-run deficit, not too much to overcome.
Eric Burns isn't fooled by that pitch. That'll even the count.
Gotta like the location here. Pound the bottom of the strike zone. Just misses, but he's in the right spot.
The 1-1. For some reason, he tried to hit that pitch in the dirt. It's a strike. He delivers. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without any major trouble. And this one's right down the middle. He just swung and missed at it. Better check his bat for a hole. Connor Jackson coming up. You can just feel the magnitude of this at bat. It's critical to the outcome of this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a very big at bat. You get psyched up for these with 2 on.
And what he's thinking right now is big fly. One swing of the bat and he can tie it up.
At the belt, the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner to 21. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They get 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits. Can't get them home, though. Seattle's still protecting their measure of a lead. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. Branyan up now. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate. And here's the first one. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today.
Just continuing to swing the bat well. He's putting a good part of the bat on the ball. 3 hits for him now in the ball game. He's out with nobody out.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. A runner on first, no outs. Now the first pitch. Popped him up. Should be an easy play for the first baseman. And Lopez able to get to that one.
He swung hard like he wanted to drive this one, but got underneath it. Winds up just popping it up to second.
We've got Jeff Clement in the box. Lined out in his last at bat. 1 out. Runner on at first. He deals. Lays off a called strike of the knees. 0-1.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
And Clement watches that one go by, and the count is even. A smash between short and third, and the catch by Reynolds.
As a third baseman, you have to be on the balls of your feet and react as the ball crosses the plate because it gets on you quickly. He has some kind of reactions down there.
Betancourt at the plate. He tripled his last time up. 2 outs and a man on first. Here's the first pitch. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0. And that one's hit. Upton to field. And that's out number 3. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. We finished 8, top of the 9th next. Pitching. He's come in to close for Seattle. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Chavez picks it up.
Well, offensively right now, you're running out of time, down your final 2 outs, and it's all about getting people on base and then let somebody run into an extra base hit. 1 run at a time, 1 base runner at a time, but start to believe you can do it.
Base is empty with 1 away. At the belt, Lowe kicks and throws. LaHare. And he'll be tagged out along the first baseline.
Well, 1 more out to close this one out, Gary, and obviously a successful day, up by 3 and a save situation. So, you know, obviously looking to try to close this one out and get ready for tomorrow.
Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the pitch to Upton. And Lowe's pitch is too low. Taken for a ball.
Well, he's one of those pitchers that doesn't like to fall behind, and when he does, he wants to come right back in with that fastball, so you got to be ready for it.
That's high, 2-0. Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. This one's going to be fielded by Chavez. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitcher.